Hey, I hope you're doing well. This is John with Be Superfly, and today I'm going to quickly show and talk about our overlay plugin called SOS, stands for Simple Overlay Solution, and that is exactly what this plugin is. It's a super quick way to get simple, easy overlays onto your website. Here's the demo site here. We got this demo pop-up right here. You can see it's all Divi, which is great. We have a bunch of other demos down here. That one I just showed is number one. Number two here. This is one that I made today, this little guy. You can do little yes, I accept type things. You can do little coupon codes in here. People can copy the code. So let me show you how this works. Yep, so easy to use. Also, be sure to check out our FAQs down here, which shows where you can actually download all of these layouts. Actually, you can click right here and you'll get this zip folder right here. All you got to do is simply unzip it. And this is the JSON file that you'll need. So I'll show you how to do that first. So what you'll do is you'll go to, after you install the plugin, a couple things are going to happen. Number one, you're going to get this Divi SOS layout loader page. Just leave this here. This has to be here for the plugin to work. Don't delete it. Don't put it in draft mode. Just leave it there. It's an empty page. It's totally fine to have here. No big deal. You're also going to get this SOS area down here. Now, I've already imported these 6 demos, but what you'll do is after you unzip this and get this folder, you'll import, and then you'll go in and you'll choose inside that SOS layouts, you'll choose that JSON file and hit open. I'm not going to do that because it's going to, I've already done that here. And these are just good starting points for your overlays here. So for example, here's the one I worked on today. And in fact, when I was just looking at this just now, I kind of wish that when someone roll over this button, that it's more dramatic than what it is right now. So I'm going to go ahead and edit this. And this is just like Divi, right? What is Divi? It's just like Divi. It is Divi. So on my hover here, I'm going to say, you know what? On my hover, let's do this color here for my text, and then for my background of my button on hover. Yeah, that looks good. All right, let's update this. So one option is to start with the one of these and just edit it to your liking. There we go. Now you can see that. Or you can build your own from scratch. Before we kind of build one from scratch, I'm going to show you some options that we have. So you'll notice that when I click, let me go ahead and refresh the page here. But you'll notice when I click this demo pop-up, there's no loading icon. It just loads the pop-up straight away. But if I do this one down here, you see a quick loading animation. Or this one over here, you see another loading animation. And that's because you have an option here when you're editing here I am in demo 6. You have an option down here that says, do you want to preload this layout? A nameless option will load this layout at every page. This will show the overlay instantly when triggered, but may increase the load time. So in this example, I have that option turned on for this one, but for all these other ones, I have it turned off. Now, after they load once, it's fine, right? They're going to load just fine. So yeah. But let's go over some of these options here. So we have, first of all, this is the link that you'll copy to trigger the overlay. So let me go ahead and go over to my page here. So for this demo 6 button, you'll see that my link for this button is, I'll go ahead and paste this in, is that. Now, of course, Divi lets you do this in lots of areas. Let's say I want it so that if they click on this demo pop-up 6 text, it's also going to, interesting. I guess the heading module doesn't have that option. But I mean, just to be weird, let's just say this text right here, right? So link, here we go, link right there. Module link, boom. Crazy that the heading module is missing that option. Interesting. Maybe it's, okay. But I'll go ahead and save that, and you'll see that it's going to Now when I click on this text here, it's going to open my demo 6 as well. So not only will this open it, but now this will right here. And you can do a whole entire section. I guess a better example of that would have been, let me go ahead and take this off. I'll just reset the link. That's fine. But here I got this demo pop-up button up here. And I could have made this, this whole section like that. Or let's say you have, you want to show a video in a pop-up. You could do, if I click anywhere in this section, it'll launch that pop-up with the video. That's pretty cool. Let's go back and look at some more options here. So in this overlay example, I'm setting a background color here in the section here. It's like a 95% background. And I'm also setting some spacing, 25 vertical height up here, just to keep this kind of in the middle of the page, best that we can. But down here, we have that pre-layout. We have a show automatic option. So I'm going to go ahead and change this to 3,000 milliseconds, 3 seconds. I can say only show this once based off the user's cookie. I have a transition color, fade or slide. Let's try slide. Background, I don't really need because I set a background up here in my section. So I don't really need this here. And then the loader color, I can have it be dark or light. Yeah, I'll change that to light just to show you. And then here I am having it show the close button. Okay, so let me go ahead and then I can pick close button colors here, which I like the ones that I have. Let me go ahead and update this. Great, so now I'll reload the page. We'll wait 3 seconds, and that should slide in like that. Now what I'd probably do is if I was going to do a timed one like that, I would make sure to choose this preload layout. So let's just try this one more time. This time we'll do fade. Update. I'll go ahead and refresh. We'll wait a few seconds, and then it should just come right in. Nah, interesting that it did that. That's very interesting. Okay, I'll have to look at that. All right, let me go ahead and take this off now. So preload layout, what else I want to cover? This is fine for this one, so I'm going to go ahead and hit update. But as I was clicking these other ones, I noticed like this one's good. The dark kind of comes in. This one's great with the blue. Okay, you see that this demo 3, it goes dark, then it comes into the purple background. When I close it, it goes dark again. So I'm betting, let me go ahead and go out here to SOS category. That was demo 3. I'm betting I have a dark background set up. So I already have a background back here. And sure enough, I have a dark background. Let me change that to none. Update. And you see here we got a white close button, blue. Yeah, there we go. Now it doesn't show that darkness anymore. It just shows my overlay, which is great. Be sure to check out the FAQs. We already talked about that. Can a button or link close my overlay? Yes, it can. Just enter this right here for your link. I'll show you an example of that. I believe it's this one here. So someone they can click yes, I accept here, and it'll close the demo. So let's go ahead and take a look at that one. That's demo 5. And you'll see here in my button here, in the link, I have that Divi SOS close there. And you know what? I feel like it should be like, yes, I accept, period. Something like that maybe. Or I don't know. I'll leave it how it was. Okay, what else here? Let's see here. Transition fade, background none, loader color is light. Show the close button. Okay, I'm going to hit another one here. Let's look at demo 4 here and take a peek at it. Okay, this one here. So we got, this one's kind of like what I'm kind of thinking on an e-commerce website. If you just wanted a simple little coupon thing to come up. By default, folks can just click outside of here and get out of the pop-up as well as click the X. So you don't necessarily need the X, but it's kind of nice to have up there in case some folks, if that X isn't there, they'll be like, how do I get out of here? I don't know. And they'll click here, which they have to click outside of the overlay. So, all right, I said I would do let's make a quick overlay here. So let's say we want to make a new one. I'm going to go to Divi SOS. I'm going to hit add new. I'm going to call this, Divi. I'm just going to say SOS test. And you want to make sure your layout type is layout here. And then make sure to make sure to check this SOS layouts. Hit submit. And adding it to that category is what's going to give you these options over here. I'm going to go ahead and build from scratch. And then I'm going to set some options here. I'm going to say, let's preload this one. I'm going to need this one for my button here. I want to show a close button. And let's say I'm going to have a dark background. So my close button color, let's say I'm going to do just this red color so people can really see it. I'm not going to do a closed background color. Loader color dark. I'll choose light, which actually isn't going to do anything because we're preloading this one. But that's fine. This time I'm not going to set a background color back here so you can see what the dark and light is like. And we'll just quickly add a simple overlay here. So let's just say this is fine actually. And I'll just bring this in a little bit. Max width, let's say it's 600. Make sure it's in the middle there. And then I'm going to give this a quick background just so that I can see what's going on. Okay. I'm going to make this guy, I'm just going to quickly do a couple things. I already know my sites using this interpont. I'm going to say maybe semi-bold here. Let's crank it up a bit. Let's get this going, and then let's make like that. And then I'll just add some padding here on this guy. Let's just say 25 top and bottom and 25 left and right. Maybe 50 over here. That might look good. And then this might need to go up to 35. Okay, something like that. You get the idea. I'm going to go ahead and take off this background color now. I'm going to add a box shadow here just to give it some kind of something that we know where it's at. I'm going to do this color. That's fine. And then we'll crank this up. Strength like 50. That's fine. Okay, and then I don't want it to, well, let's just save this. Let me go ahead and copy this link here. Let's go ahead and save this, and we'll see what we have here. I'm going to go over here, and I'm going to say maybe when we click the logo, we're going to get, let me go ahead and close this one. We're going to get that overlay. So I'm going to go ahead and here, link, paste this in, save this. Okay, so a couple things we see here that's going awry. So the dark background that we did, we need to set a background for our row, and we need to set more spacing up here. And I think I'm going to change my close color to the pink. So I'm going to go ahead and set a background for this guy. Background color white, because that's good. And then I'm going to set some margin top here from my section, maybe 25 vertical height seems to be about right. And then, my clothes color. I wanted to, let me go in and grab this pink color for the clothes color because I think that'll just look better. Okay, close color. Where are you at? Here you are. There we go. All right, now let's take a look at it. There we go. And so I got my button up here, and people can exit out of here, or they can click the button. So that's a quick way on how to quickly make a pop-up. And then real quick, I want to try something interesting here. I want to try maybe putting this at the bottom. I wonder if I can do this here. I'm thinking like have like a notice in the bottom right corner. So let me try that. Let me take this off here. And let's say, I don't think it's going to work though, because I probably need to make this full screen, I bet. But let me just say position, let's say absolute, or actually let's just fix it in the bottom right corner here. And let's get rid of the close button. And let's just have it show after a second. Oh, I don't want a background color because it's gonna, let me get rid of the background color here. None. Okay, update. This might not work, and if it doesn't, it'll give me some ideas for improvements for the module. Okay, so it goes down there, but there's no close. There's no close button. If people click on here, well, what you would do is this is where you could add your I accept button, right? Like accept cookies, right? And I'm not going to. I'd love to style this button, but I'm not going to. And then I need that Divi SOS close right here. I'm going to go ahead and copy this. Update. There we go. So yeah, I mean, obviously you'd want to style this. Yep, I accept these cookies, and it closes up. All right, well, that's pretty much concludes the tutorial of a simple overlay solution. Again, it's simple, and it doesn't have as many features as some of the bigger players, but it's not as much. You pay the yearly price, and you can use it on as many websites as you want. All right, y'all. Hope you have a great day. Cheers.